Hi everybody, welcome to another tutorial on frames. In this video I'm going to explain what you have available in the global tab. Going through this video on the global settings, hopefully have covered the majority of the functionality of frames, which again is really a fantastic app on your iPad. So let's start first of all selecting a patch. Let's go for poly. Let's search something that I think will work well, changing the global parameters. So for example, why not the steel sharp keys. Let's decrease the master volume like so. So you have an output section here where you can decide the final output level with the master tab for all the different layers and also the pre-gain as well. So let's go further up as well of the register. Okay, perfect. So let's start here from modes. So you have a mode which is poly or mono, or also unison, and as the names say, poly more than one notes, mono only one monophonic sound, and then you have unisons all the different layers and voices into one sound. You can have also legato on and off as well. The other thing as well you can do, you can transpose, let's decrease the volume, you can transpose the entire patch up and down. Remember, double clicking it brings you back to the default settings. Again, patch is quite high as a volume. You can also set it to glide, which is your equivalent of portamento. So as you can hear, it's moved up. As it's gliding down, it's exactly the same as it will be for the portamento. We have an FM mode which we have seen before in previous videos, so I'm not going to cover it again. Next we have the delay and reverb effect. Remember, you need to go through your layers, set the level of delay here with your dial, and also for the reverb. But it works in a similar way as other delay and reverb effects. So the moment we have sent some delay, and therefore I can decide to adjust the timing. So it's getting closer. So I can do that manually. I can synchronize it to the beat, for example, of a DAW, if that is the way that you are running frames. And if you do that, then you have the different ratios here, and you can change them here with the dial again. Then I can set the cutoff for the high pass filter and also for the low pass filter, which becomes really handy. We can adjust the feedback. And you can hear the feedback will prolong the delay effect. We can also set the spreading within the stereo channels. You can hear now, if you have headphones, that the delay is like a ping pong between the left and right channel. As I said, you can set the cutoff frequency for the low pass and high pass filter at your depending on what you prefer. Then of course you have a reverb effect as well. So let's increase the reverb here, send the reverb on layer 1. So you can decide the decay of the reverb, so how fast it decays. Okay, let's remove the delay so you can hear it better. So it decays very quickly. So it's longer. We can also set dumping. So you can hear the difference. You have much more dump and longer decay of the reverb. And as well, similar to the delay effect, you can also set the high pass filter, right? You can hear the difference. Okay, so in terms of cutting that setting the cutoff frequency. Next we have an overall filter, very useful, so you can set straight away the cutoff here, resonance. You can set the mode, high pass filter, low pass filter, and then you can set two sources of modulation. And the first one, for example, could be LFO1, but if you click on it, you can decide LFO2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. So the first one is really for the selection of the LFO, which remember you find under modifiers here. So for example, if we set LFO source 1 and we just set an amount, and then what we do, we just increase the rate. And the beauty, of course, of these is that it's an overall filter, not just to a filter applied to a particular parameter, so that is overall. Of course, you can decide to select also second source and for the corresponding amount for that source. You can see here it says L1, which stands for layer 1. Remember, you have 4 layers, 1 to 4, and it says envelope generator 1. You can decide to have the envelope generator 1 and for the second layer, the third, the fourth, and then you can repeat for each layer for the second envelope generator. Back to the beginning. And remember, we found the envelope here. Okay, envelope generator 1 and 2 for layer 1, and then for corresponding 2, 3, and 4. So back to the global tab. So that is how the filter set of parameters work. And then finally, as I alluded to at the beginning, you have an output section as well, where you can set your final output through the master dial and also your pre-gain. So hopefully these conclude an overview of all the controls on frames. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.